A new artery of steel and commerce now pulses across Asia as the first freight train on the China-Iran Railway completes its inaugural journey. This is more than a rail line. It's a direct challenge to the centuries-old dominance of maritime shipping. As a cornerstone of China's Belt and Road Initiative, the railway creates a land-based corridor for goods, especially oil, between Iran and Western China. For China, it secures energy supply chains and reduces reliance on vulnerable sea routes. For Iran, it offers a vital economic lifeline amid sanctions. The route, a network of upgraded national railways, traverses deserts and mountains, symbolizing the deepening partnership between Beijing and Tehran. Its primary cargo, crude oil and petrochemicals eastward, Chinese goods westward, fueling development in Central Asia. These steel tracks are laying the groundwork for a new geopolitical reality, where land power rivals sea power in global commerce. The China-Iran rail link weaves together existing and new railways, forming a strategic overland corridor. Starting from Iran's Persian Gulf ports, the route crosses Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan, leveraging modernized Soviet-era tracks and new engineering feats through the Tian Shan Mountains. The completion of the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan (CKU) segment was the final piece, enabling high-volume transport. The railway enters China at the Urkeshtam Pass, descending into Kashgar, now a major inland port and logistics hub. Spanning about 6,500 kilometers, the route bypasses Russia and Afghanistan, threading through Central Asian republics increasingly aligned with Beijing. Each country benefits from transit fees and development, binding their economies closer to China. This corridor is more than transport. It's economic statecraft, expanding China's influence and excluding traditional Western powers. On December 20, 2025, the first fully loaded freight train departed Tehran, marking the official start of operations. 50 container cars of Iranian petrochemicals began the journey east, coordinated by railway authorities across 4 nations. The train's progress was closely tracked, crossing borders smoothly thanks to harmonized customs and upgraded infrastructure. On January 5, 2026, it arrived in Kashgar, completing the journey in just over 16 days, a time expected to drop to 12 as efficiency improves. This proof of concept shows the land bridge is a viable alternative to sea transport, with faster transit times. Two-way traffic is planned, with Chinese goods heading west and oil east, aiming for millions of tons of cargo annually. The operational launch is a quiet but momentous event, years in the making, with global implications. The rail link's most revolutionary feature is its ability to move large quantities of crude oil overland, challenging the dominance of ocean-going supertankers. State-of-the-art tanker cars, each carrying 700 barrels, form trains that can transport over 70,000 barrels per trip, less than a supertanker, but much faster. Rail transit from Iran to China takes 12 to 16 days, compared to 30 to 45 by sea, enabling a just-in-time energy supply chain. New terminals in Iran and massive offloading complexes in Kashgar support this vision, connecting directly to China's pipeline network. The target, up to 300,000 barrels per day within 5 years, a significant share of Iran's exports and a strategic supplement for China. While rail costs more per barrel and presents security challenges, the strategic benefits outweigh the expense. For Beijing, the ability to import sanctioned Iranian oil, shielded from U.S. naval power, is worth the premium. This is a pipeline on wheels: speed, security, and strategic autonomy. The Malacca Strait, the world's most vital energy chokepoint, channels 60% of global maritime trade and 80% of China's oil imports through a narrow, vulnerable passage. Its strategic importance is immense, but so are its risks: military threats, piracy, accidents, and environmental hazards. China's Malacca dilemma is the fear that hostile powers, especially the U.S. Navy, could block this lifeline in a crisis. The Belt and Road Initiative is China's answer, building alternative land and sea routes to secure resources and markets. Projects like the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor and Myanmar pipelines are part of this strategy. The China-Iran rail link is the boldest move yet, a robust, land-based bypass immune to the Malacca Strait's vulnerabilities. For China, reducing reliance on this choke point is a matter of national security. The new railway is a strategic insurance policy against disruption. The rail link's main advantage is speed, 12 to 16 days versus up to 45 by sea, making it ideal for time-sensitive goods and a more responsive oil supply chain. But this speed comes at a cost. Rail transport is 2 to 3 times more expensive per barrel than shipping by sea. The economies of scale of supertankers are unmatched, so the railway won't replace sea transport but will serve as a premium, strategic alternative. Security is where the rail route shines. It's insulated from U.S. maritime power and avoids contested waters, traveling through countries aligned with China and Iran. Land routes have their own risks, sabotage, instability, but China believes these can be managed through diplomacy and local security. Rail and sea will complement each other. Sea for bulk, rail for speed and security. For Beijing, the higher cost is a worthwhile insurance premium against the catastrophic risk of a Malacca Strait blockade. The rail link is a strategic asset, not just a logistical one. The China-Iran rail link is a geopolitical game-changer, forging a new axis in Eurasia that challenges the US-led order. It binds China and Iran economically and diplomatically, giving Iran a lifeline and China a secure energy source outside US influence. Central Asian nations, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, are drawn deeper into China's orbit, benefiting from transit fees and infrastructure, but moving away from Russian and Western influence. The railway paves the way for a Sino-centric order in Central Asia, undermining US sanctions and naval leverage. Washington must now rethink its strategy, as a significant energy trade moves beyond its reach. The project signals to other nations that alternatives to the Western system exist. China can offer economic lifelines without political strings. The rail link is more than trade. It's a symbol of a shifting global order and the rise of multipolarity. The US is no longer the sole architect of international commerce and politics. The China-Iran rail link is set to transform trade and investment across Eurasia, far beyond oil. For Iran, it's a stable channel for exporting oil, minerals, and goods to China, and a faster route for importing Chinese technology and consumer products. Central Asian transit countries gain from transit fees and infrastructure upgrades, improving their connectivity and access to global markets. The railway attracts further Chinese investment in mining, agriculture, and manufacturing along its route. For China, it diversifies energy imports and opens new markets for its goods, while Chinese firms profit from construction and operation. Risks remain: debt burdens for Central Asian countries, trade imbalances, and uneven benefits. Still, the railway is reorienting regional trade eastward, integrating Iran and Central Asia more deeply with China. The inauguration of the China-Iran rail link marks a turning point in global logistics and geopolitics. It's the most ambitious effort yet to bypass the Malacca dilemma and challenge maritime dominance. This land bridge offers China speed and security for vital imports, and Iran a crucial economic lifeline. The project reshapes Central Asia's geopolitical landscape, weaving new economic ties and shifting power balances. The world now watches. Will these iron arteries of land rival the ancient highways of the sea? Are we witnessing the dawn of a new era in global energy transport?